If your family tree has hundreds of people in it, there's a good chance part of it is wrong. Not because you did anything wrong, but because this is how most people build their trees. They follow hints, click add, and move on. And over time, small mistakes turn into entire branches that don't belong. So before you trust anything in your family tree, there's one simple thing you need to check. When most people start building their tree, they rely on hints from websites like Ancestry or Family Search. These hints can be helpful, but they are not proof. They are just suggestions based on names, dates, and other people's trees. And sometimes those suggestions are wrong. This happens because names repeat. You might have several people with the same name, born around the same time, living in the same state. That was very common in the past. Families reused names across generations, and certain names were extremely popular. So when a record shows up with the right name, it can feel like a match, even when it isn't. Now here's the key idea. The one thing you always need to check is this. Does this record truly match your person? Not just the name, every detail. Look at the age. Does it line up with what you already know? Look at the location. Is it the same place or somewhere completely different? Look at the people in the household. Do the names of the spouses and children match? Genealogy is not about finding a name, it's about finding the right person. So let's walk through a simple example. Imagine you find a census record for someone with the exact name as your ancestor. At first glance, it looks perfect. But then you notice the wife's name is different. The children don't match, and the location is 2 states away. That's not your ancestor. It's someone else who just happens to have the same name. And this is where many family trees start to go off track. Now there's another issue that makes this even harder. Many online family trees are copied from one another. One person makes a mistake, and then others copy it. Over time, that mistake spreads. So when you see the same information in multiple trees, it can feel like confirmation, but it's not. It just means the same mistake has been repeated over and over again. So what should you do instead? Think of each record as a piece of evidence. One record is not enough on its own. You want to see the same information show up in multiple places. For example, if a census record shows a spouse and children, look for a marriage record that supports it. If you see an age in one record, check another census to see if it lines up over time. If a location changes, ask why. Did they move, or is it a different person? Now here's something important to keep in mind. Records are not always perfect. Ages can be wrong. Names can be misspelled. Information was often given by someone else, not the person themselves. So you are not looking for perfection, you are looking for patterns. When multiple records tell the same story, that's when you can feel confident. And this is where your research becomes much stronger. Instead of building your tree quickly, you are building it carefully. You are not just collecting names, you are providing connections. So the next time you see a hint or a record that looks right, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, does everything match? Or am I just hoping it does? Because one small mistake at the beginning can lead you down the wrong path for years. But if you take the time to check your records now, you will build a family tree you can actually trust. If you want to make sure you're reading records the right way, watch this next video where I walk you through what most people miss inside census records. That's the step that really helps you avoid these mistakes. And if you're building your family tree, consider subscribing for simple step-by-step tips that help you get it right. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for watching, good luck with your research, and I'll see you in the next one.